This is day one, and we're exploring over the next couple of days the corridor of the future of our nation as we travel from Townsville to Charters Towers, Uandin, Richmond, Julia Creek, Cloncurry, and finally our final stop in Mount Isa at the end of this week. This year our theme is the CopperString effect. You know, we all advocated for 10 years to get the largest transmission line built in the country, and now we're actually going to ask the people of our corridor what that means for them and how are they preparing for CopperString to be built in the next 6 years. This is the most significant investment of our times. $5 billion being spent by the Queensland government to build transmission line between Townsville and Mount Isa, enabling up to $740 billion worth of untapped critical minerals, securing the operations of our existing mines and agricultural industry, and enabling green manufacturing and processing right here in Townsville. What is your take on what CopperString will bring, and how well are you prepared for big projects like CopperString to commence in the next couple of years?
Yeah, look, Claudia, we're really excited about CopperString coming on board. It's a significant commitment by the Queensland Government to the region. I mean, the project in itself is huge, but it's what it's unlocking. We're already talking to 7 gigawatts worth of solar and wind farm projects out in the regions that are all really enabled because of the CopperString project. So that's going to be a significant windfall for the region. For the port, that's huge trade for us, bringing in large wind farm componentry and that sort of stuff. And we're ready for it. We're going to develop some more laydown areas and really maximise the asset that we've got.
The port and Townsville will be absolutely pivotal about how do we go about this process. We know that we're great at being able to get the product out of the ground and ship it out of the port, but now's our best opportunity.
The corridor between Townsville and Mount Isa offers exciting opportunities into the future. With the push towards critical minerals, we have an opportunity to be the main refining area for all the elements, not just nickel and cobalt, but all the critical minerals that are now so important for the development of industry in not just North Queensland, but around the world.
Stephen, look, QPM is such an important project for Townsville. We know that it would provide us with, battery materials to go out to the world. Can you talk us through what the community will see and what the benefits would be from QPM, please?
Yeah, I guess one of the important things to me as an Australian and running a business in Queensland is actually I'm really proud of the fact that QPM will be doing the opposite of what Australia normally does, which is dig up dirt and sell it to someone else to attract most of the value. So we're importing an ore from New Caledonia and we'll be processing it in Townsville or in the Lansdowne Eco-Industrial Precinct, and we'll be doing value adding. We'll be creating a huge number of very highly skilled jobs for the region, and that's something I'm really pleased about.
Just for the general public, where would we find those minerals then in the end consumer good?
So the main products we're producing, main in terms of value, is nickel sulfate and cobalt sulfate, and whoever's watching this at the moment are already using it because it sits in PCs and TVs, smartphones, power tools, but especially in electric vehicles and some of the grid stabilizing batteries as well. So it pervades our society.
So for us, Powerlink, obviously, as the state taking on the leadership of the project, there's certainly a lot of work to do, obviously, and we think, and the opportunity is really building capacity and capability to deliver it, which obviously implies investment in jobs and industry in North Queensland to make it happen.
How do you see our city benefiting from CopperString going forward, but also what do you want government to be really mindful of?
Well, I think Townsville's always punched in the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
We've always punched up a weight class, and we're seeing that now with the projects that we have here. So the DARMA, so the Designated Area of Migration Agreement's been really good, and that'll play a key role in getting good skills coming to Townsville to grow our hydrogen, but also work within the CopperString world.
NQ All-Terrain Hire started about 12 months ago, and we saw a need for commercial enterprise to be using these vehicles, but on short-term basis. So we started with 1 or 2 units, and now we've got a fleet of 50. And it's all commercial. We've been early adopters locally to the CopperString project. Any sort of preliminary studies, environmental, any sort of social science, anything like that, we've been very fortunate to assist and partner with those guys leading up that project. And it's been exciting to see what's happening and seeing how it's going to benefit our region.